So, you want to switch out your pressure pads. My rifle right now, I'm running both of these for a Surefire Lite and a PEC 15 Alpha, and I'm running them just like this, which gets a little unwieldy. That does work, it works just fine, but we're running with two cables, and this one has a tendency to kind of flop inwards, and it's a bit of a mess. So, we're going to upgrade. We are going to upgrade to a Unity TNVC taps. Oh, there you go. You can see that. It's a little bright. Pull this out real quick. Losing stuff already. Now, this does come ready to go as a, for M-LOK. I believe this is ready to use M-LOK style. We're not going to be using M-LOK. Maybe not. You might have to put this plate on for M-LOK. Either way, we're not doing M-LOK. We are going to be putting this on the top rail of my URGI build. So, I guess let's talk about it real quick before we do that. It comes with both. It's ready for M-LOK, or you can do rail adapt. We're going to rail adapt ours. The buttons are very, very tactile. Finally, I'm tired of half squishy buttons that kind of... This one's actually not bad. This Surefire, it's not very good. This Surefire is very, very squishy. So, these are very tactile buttons. You can tell there's also a marking on here. Yeah, you guys can see. Where is in focus? There. A 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 2, so you know which one you're pressing on. You can feel the buttons to know which. And they're actually 2 extends outwards, 1 goes in, so you know if you're pressing light or laser. Mine comes with a crane adapter and a Surefire adapter because that's how my rifle is set up. But they do come in dual crane, so crane and crane if you're running like a MX2000 or something like that. I don't think they come in dual Surefire. I don't see why there would be a reason to, but I do believe it comes in dual crane and Surefire crane. So black, that's what we got. If you want one of these, real quick before we move over to the rifle, Brownells, I'll put a link in the pinned comment. Go ahead and there, buy one if you're picking one up. Again, don't go buying things because if you don't need it. But if you're already planning on getting something from Brownells, use that link. I get some pennies off of it, and those pennies turn around right back into the channel. They don't go into my pocket. So there's the pitch. All right, let me get the rifle set up on the Geisley reaction rod, and we'll get it installed. All right, set up on the Geisley reaction rod. This is my 11.5 URGI PEC 15 Alpha full power, and if we twist, you can see a Surefire Scout Light, what is it, 300? M300? So, let's twist it back over. Before, like I said, I was running the Surefire across the top, something like that, with Ranger bands to hold it. Then I was running the crane plug in here, again with the Ranger bands, running into my PEC 15. It worked just fine. It's just not the most optimal. So we're gonna try running the this tap switch instead to make it work. There is a dot and 2 dots on the back of this. There's 2 dots and a dot. So it goes like that. You will piece this together real quick. Dot goes in hole, 2 dots go in 2 holes, like that, and press together, and it's in. We are also going to use, the way to keep this on there, I believe, is to use these M-LOK pieces. So normally you would be using this as M-LOK, but I believe you're going to use that and this, and that will keep those together. So let's put this together real quick. All right, now we're ready to go. I'm going to run my cables on the right side. So one can go into there, one can go into Surefire, and the crane will go into the PEC. There we go. Actually, very nice, strong. The if you notice, this old style one is I mean, this is the one that came with the PEC 15. It's a very, I could feel like, oh, that could almost just easily come out. So this is a much better plug. So we take our side pieces. So when you go to put this together, these will each go into one particular side, and the shape here kind of will match. So you'll see that shape matches that top bump. So one goes in here, and they fit into these little grooves here. The other one goes like this. that. And that will go in your top rail. Before we finish up, we need to use, oh, I hope I didn't drop one, I may have. I'm missing one little bolt, here it is, little nut. So you got 2 long bolts and 2 nuts. See that, yeah. 2 long bolts and 2 nuts. The nuts are gonna go in on this side over here. So we'll just press those in. Like that. See them over here. Like, 1 second. Doing everything on camera is much tougher. There we go. Like that. Bolts will run across and we'll tighten them down. We have our Ranger bands back. Ranger bands are still really nice for cable management, so I'm probably gonna leave them on there. We'll put this forward as much as possible. So we got 1 and 2. Bolts will go through. And they use a star. Let me see if any of these hex keys will fit this. Now, let me find something that fits this. It's a star bit. All right, perfect. I had a star bit sitting around here from another thing. So we'll go ahead and put those bolts through. They already have a little bit of Loctite on them. Just hold these nuts in so they don't go out. Tighten it down. 2. We're going to run our cables in. So there you go. 1 goes into the PEC 15, or 1 goes into the Surefire. Crane plug goes into the PEC. And now we're going to do a little cable management. So we're going to use these Ranger bands. And remember, I got to do a video on this separately, but Ranger bands, all these are bicycle inner tube. And they work perfectly for cable management. It goes in and down. See if I can get this one up here. Let's do this one. I don't know if I can get that other Ranger band on there. We might leave it just like that. And I'll leave that Ranger band in case it's needed. But there is your cable management. Cables are tucked in. You're ready to go. And so we have 1 is for the light. You guys can't quite see that. It's working. And then 2, my PEC is off. Let's see if we turn it to visible pointer, momentary. Take the cap off. You can see, can you see it? Oh, barely off camera. There you go. And it does the same functionality as you would, that's built in. So the PEC, double tap, gets it on permanently, and the Surefire is always momentary. So there we go. This is a much more elegant solution to get your hand over. We're probably gonna run with this for a while, and I'm gonna test it, see how I like it. But I think this is gonna work. So there you go. There is your Unity Taps. I guess it's the Unity Taps. What this is called. It's partnered with TNVC. This thing's actually really, really awesome. So much better setup than having 1 up here and 1 down here. So now they're both within reach. Here you go. Hope you guys like it. I will, oh, like I said, if you want to buy one of these, check out the link for Brownells down below. Even just clicking through helps me a little bit, but if you end up purchasing it from that link, whatever I make off of that goes right back into the channel for getting more stuff to play with for you guys. So, for you, the people. I will, beyond that though, I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.